Top 5 Best VR Glasses. Number 5. Oculus Rift S. Virtual reality has come a long way since Oculus founder Palmer Luckey introduced the world to the Oculus Rift back in 2012. Now owned by Facebook, the Oculus Rift S should represent the next leap forward for the company's high-end, PC-based virtual reality experiences. But, unfortunately, it's more of a baby step. Like the Oculus Rift, the Rift S works in tandem with a PC to deliver virtual reality experiences. It connects to your PC over a USB 3.0 port and a DisplayPort connection, and is tethered to the machine by a lengthy cable that's more than enough to accommodate the room-scale experiences that Rift S is capable of delivering. It's more limiting in terms of free movement than the superb wireless Oculus Quest, but the trade-off here is that, by being powered by your PC, it's capable of delivering more detailed and dynamic experiences. We should add, though, that you can now plug an Oculus Quest 2 into your PC with a USB-C cable and get the same result, which is what we do. The good news for early adopters is that, to reduce frustration, Oculus has made the Rift S completely backwards compatible with the original Rift titles, and made the Rift forward compatible with the vast majority of games released for the Rift S and Oculus Quest with some minor exceptions. In July 2021, Oculus announced that the Oculus Rift S is now no longer available to buy. At the time of writing, you can still get stock at some retailers that haven't sold out already, but it's officially not being sold anymore after it was discontinued earlier in the year. Coming in number 4. PlayStation VR. Unlike many VR headsets that need a PC to work, Sony's PlayStation VR requires a PS4 or PS5 console. That means if you already have one, and not a powerful gaming PC, this may be the best VR headset for you. It's found a natural home in our living room. Considering the sizable difference in power between the PS4 and PC, we found the PlayStation VR to be a surprisingly competent VR headset. Its refresh rate is responsive, and we've had no issues with the reliability of its head tracking. The collection of PlayStation VR games is also impressive. Sony has addressed one of our biggest objections with the PlayStation VR, that its accessories are sold separately, by offering a variety of packs and PlayStation VR bundles with devices like the PlayStation Camera included. However, PlayStation Move controllers, while included in some bundles, aren't in every one. So while you have to be aware of the additional cost involved, depending on what bundle you opt for, recent price cuts have made the PlayStation VR even more affordable. The PSVR 2 model will emerge sometime in 2022 according to Sony, though it will not support the PS4, which means the original headset is still the best VR headset until then if you don't own a PS5. Otherwise, you may consider waiting a few months. Coming in number 3. HTC Vive Pro 2. It doesn't come cheaply, but if you're after the very best in PC VR visual fidelity, the HTC Vive Pro 2 should sit near the top of your list. The latest evolution of the HTC Vive range, the Vive Pro 2 boasts a ridiculous 5K resolution, a 120-degree field of view, and a 120 Hz refresh rate. Provided you've got a powerful gaming PC to back it up, this is as clear and lifelike a display as you're able to find in the consumer VR space right now. After hours of testing, we still found ourselves stunned by how good games looked in this device. But the HTC Vive Pro 2 has its faults, too. We found during testing that the screen can get hot after prolonged use, the controllers haven't changed much since the very first Vive headset released, and the external tracking stations and tethered cabling can be a hassle to set up compared to free-roaming devices like the Oculus Quest 2. Still, if you want your VR gaming sessions looking their absolute best, and have the cash to afford the headset and accompanying high-end PC, this is an enthusiast's dream. Coming in number 2. Oculus Quest 2. The Quest 2 will be one of the best VR headsets for most people. It doesn't need to be wired to an expensive PC, offers movement and freedom, and it's easy to set up and use. It's a significant improvement over the original Quest, and we found it was a more responsive experience thanks to improved RAM and chip specs, as well as a higher resolution display that's 50% sharper than its predecessor. Developers have the option to make their games run at 90 Hz, and we found the headset itself is lighter than before, too. Hand tracking, which came to the original Quest via firmware update, but is baked into the Quest 2 from the off, is also impressive. We found there's nothing quite like the thrill of wire-free VR. Games like Robo Recall and Beat Saber should still amaze, and turning YouTube VR or big screen VR into your own personal cinema screen is a welcome distraction from the madness of the outside world. The original Oculus Quest is still a great choice if you're looking for an untethered VR headset. The Quest 2 might bring a significant upgrade, but the original still boasts an old display panel with 1440 by 1600 per eye resolution and is powered by a Snapdragon 835 processor. Coming in number 1. Valve Index. The Valve Index is an excellent VR headset that represents a next-general system compared to its predecessors. We found it has a crisp display that runs well even with older PIS, a wider field of view, a higher refresh rate, and Valve's Knuckle controllers, which can track the movement of every finger. It's a significant upgrade to the HTC Vive, and runs much smoother than the Vive Pro, a powerful VR headset that really struggled to deliver on the promise of high-end, room-scale VR. However, it isn't without its snags. During our testing, we found setting it up can be tricky, updates can cause connection issues, and there are often errors. You'll also need a space where you can be near a powerful desktop or laptop, because this isn't a standalone headset like others in this list. If you can look past those issues, this is a fantastic VR headset. Its higher resolution screen and better refresh rate allowed us to use it for longer periods of time without discomfort, and the Index controllers are a real step up from the ones that ship with the Vive. Although we think this is the best VR headset for 2022 and our top pick for PC owners, it's worth mentioning the Valve Index can sometimes be hard to track down as manufacturing slowed down during the pandemic.